Ever wonder what it truly signifies when your cat extends their body the instant they spot you? It might seem like they're merely shaking off some kinks. Yet beneath that everyday gesture lies a nuance that slips past the notice of so many pet parents. This ranks among the deepest forms of affection your feline companion can offer. Overlooking it, which happens all too often, could mean blocking the very channel they're using to bond with you. Let's break down the essence of this extension. First off, it's not truly about easing sore muscles. Consider this overlooked query. If it were simply about relieving tension, why does it happen precisely as you enter the room? Why not moments before, in your absence? The truth is, this isn't centered on their physical state. It's all about you. Experts in cat conduct refer to it as a social extension. Catching sight of you. A switch flips in catching sight of you. A switch flips in their mind, prompting, "This is the moment." That precise timing? Pure intent, pure dialogue. And what elevates this to something truly captivating is its exclusivity. Felines reserve this for select individuals. If you've observed your cat performing this more in your company than with others under the same roof, chalk it up to deliberate choice. It's their subtle dialect conveying that you hold significance. Plenty of owners witness it, find it endearing, and carry on, but you stand apart now. You're aware this is their bid for connection. Oh, and if your cat skips this ritual upon your entrance, hold off on any conclusions. The implications could catch you off guard, and we'll explore that toward the close. Second, this habit is tailored exclusively to you. Curious if their untamed kin exhibit the same? They don't. Music. Now we're entering deeply personal territory. The social extension your cat offers at your site isn't a wild instinct. Their feral counterparts never developed it, lacking any need for such interaction, lacking companions to signal in this manner. Yet, as felines integrated into human lives millennia back, a transformation occurred. They began crafting gestures reserved for our species alone. Purring for grown-ups? A human-exclusive trait. Kittens in the wild meow, but adults don't. That languid eye close for forging ties with us. And this extension follows suit. Your pet isn't operating on outdated instincts. They've upgraded their repertoire, adaptations born from humans entering their domain. Research in the journal Animal Cognition revealed that household cats have cultivated a distinct array of actions dedicated purely to human engagement. Music. Not for fellow felines, not for hunting, solely for us. Thus, when your cat unfurls before you, it's no innate reflex, it's an acquired skill, one their forebears deemed unnecessary. Music, which only amplifies its depth rather than diminishing it. Before diving further, if this sheds fresh light on your furry friend, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. It guides fellow enthusiasts our way. And truly, more folks deserve to decode their cat's unspoken messages. Third, those paws are covertly claiming you. Were you aware your cat possesses odor-secreting spots in unexpected areas? One resides smack in the center of their paw pads. And this is the intriguing twist. During an extension, particularly as they push or knead against a surface, those glands spring to life. They disperse pheromones invisible and odorless to humans, yet profoundly eloquent to other cats. So, how does this tie into you? When your cat elongates close by, on your favored sofa spot, your sleeping bed, or directly by your shoes, they're doing far more than greeting. They're imprinting unseen signatures declaring, quote, one quote, "It's possessive, sure, but not hostile. Think secure domain, trusted haven. This person integrates into my realm, and I intend for all to recognize it. You won't detect the scent. You won't spot the mark." But in your cat's view, they've just inscribed their ownership on you. And the element that stirs unexpected sentiment in many owners? Your cat reserves this for their chosen few. People and spots they've welcomed into their trusted core. Fourth, the reason they favor stretching for certain folks. Have you seen your cat lavish this on you while scarcely noting another household member? That's no accident, and it transcends mere meal providers. Cats choose with unyielding discernment. When they extend toward an individual, it's no mere showmanship, it's a declaration of status in their private ranking. In studies of multi-cat homes, observers found that felines distribute social gestures unevenly among residents. They designate preferred ones. Those select get amplified gazes, extended blinks, richer sounds, and indeed, more extensions. So, if your cat strides by your spouse without a flicker, but launches into a grand stretch the moment you settle in, it's no fluke. It's their pecking order. You're the chosen one. Now, this next bit might feel a touch uncomfortable. If you're the one your cat skips stretching for, while favoring someone else, it doesn't signal rejection on their part. It simply indicates you haven't reached that connection depth. Felines demand steady routines, serene vibes, and patience. That trust has to be cultivated, not handed over freely. 5. The morning wake-up stretch. Have you ever stirred awake and spotted your cat extending right beside you, as if they'd been anticipating it? That's exactly what occurred. Cats are crepuscular, active primarily during twilight hours, so as you slumbered, your feline was probably up and about for quite some time. They had plenty of opportunities to loosen up earlier, yet held off. They held out until you awoke. This goes beyond chance. It's a deliberate habit. Experts in animal behavior view this particular extension as a salutation, a fresh start. Music, a signal of underscore underscore, quote underscore to, underscore underscore. It's their way of offering a morning hello, and they direct it toward those they've formed the strongest attachments with. If it's just you and your cat at home, this might seem routine, but observe carefully during your next visitor's stay. Music. Your cat likely skips that initial morning display for them. They hold it in reserve exclusively for you. There's a layer of openness in this too. Overnight, your cat was essentially watching over you in your vulnerable state. That extension upon your rising, it's their signal of easing up, dropping defenses, conveying underscore underscore, quote underscore 3, underscore underscore 6, the reason they extend directly in your way. Ever headed toward the kitchen only to find your cat fully elongated, smack in the doorway's center, or flopped across the hall precisely where your foot would land? That's no mere mishap, it's intentional. Felines possess acute sensitivity to space and movement. They track your routes and habits, and when music they opt to unfurl exactly in your trajectory. They're placing themselves unavoidably in your line of sight. Music considerate from their viewpoint. They could choose any spot to stretch, tucked behind furniture, beneath a surface, or in an overlooked nook. But that's not what happens. They select the precise location certain to halt you in your tracks. Sure, it's a bid for notice, but not from insecurity. It's bold, music, even a bit presumptuous. Your cat is essentially declaring, I realize you have plans, but I outrank whatever's pulling you away. Music, and often they're spot on. Pet owners typically freeze, glance downward, perhaps chuckle or comment. The cat achieves their goal, recognition, a break in your stride that shifts the spotlight onto them. Certain animal specialists interpret this as a subtle assertion of influence. Your cat is gauging if they can steer your focus whenever desired. Music, and each time you yield, you validate their success. 7. Interpreting a lack of stretching toward you. So, suppose your cat skips the stretch upon spotting you. Or maybe you've absorbed this entire piece wondering, my cat never pulls that off. First off, stay calm. Music. It doesn't imply disdain or a shattered relationship, though it does highlight an issue deserving your focus. Cats that avoid stretching near their humans generally fit into one of two groups. Either they haven't fully unwound in their surroundings, or they've figured out that the action yields no reaction. Recall our earlier discussion? This trait developed alongside people, yet it persists only if effective. If your cat attempted it before you a dozen times and you breezed by unnoticed, they absorbed a lesson. They realized that cue falls flat with you. The upside is, this pattern can be mended. Begin noticing deliberately. Whenever your cat makes any gesture toward engagement, halt. Respond to it. Offer a deliberate blink, a quiet murmur, or a light stroke if they seem receptive. You're training them that their overtures register with you. For felines appearing generally on edge, examine the setting. Harsh sounds, erratic routines, or household disarray can keep a cat rigid and guarded. They avoid loosening up because security feels absent. Allow space for adjustment, remain reliable, and observe the shifts.